Imagine a house with 160 rooms, staircases that lead to nowhere, and doors that open to walls. A house that was under construction non-stop for 38 years. This is the Winchester Mystery House, one of the most haunted and enigmatic mansions in America. But who was Sarah Winchester, the woman behind this architectural oddity? Let's dive into her fascinating story. Sarah Lockwood Pardee, later known as Sarah Winchester, was born in 1839 in New Haven, Connecticut. Coming from a wealthy and well-connected family, Sarah was known as the Belle of New Haven for her charm, intelligence, and beauty. She grew up surrounded by privilege, attending the best schools and becoming fluent in several languages, a rarity for women of her time. In 1862, Sarah married William Wirt Winchester, the heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, a business that would later dominate the firearms industry. Their future seemed bright, but their happiness was short-lived. In 1866, Sarah gave birth to their only child, Annie Pardee Winchester, who tragically passed away just 1 month later from marasmus, a rare condition that prevents the body from absorbing nutrients. This devastating loss left Sarah heartbroken, but fate wasn't done testing her. Between 1880 and 1881, Sarah faced a cascade of tragedies. She lost her mother, her father-in-law, and finally her husband, William, to tuberculosis. At just 42 years old, Sarah was widowed, childless, and overwhelmed by grief. However, with William's death came a massive inheritance: 50% of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company and a daily income of $1,000, an extraordinary sum at the time, equivalent to nearly $30,000 today. Consumed by sorrow, Sarah sought answers. According to legend, she turned to a spiritual medium in Boston, desperate to make sense of her losses. The medium reportedly told her that her family was cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who had been killed by Winchester rifles. The only way to escape this curse, the medium said, was to move west and build a house for the spirits. She was warned to never stop building, or the spirits would take their revenge. Following this chilling advice, Sarah packed her belongings and, in 1885, moved to California. She was accompanied by her 3 surviving sisters and sought a warmer climate to alleviate her worsening rheumatoid arthritis. By 1886, Sarah had purchased an unfinished farmhouse in the Santa Clara Valley, which would become the foundation of the Winchester Mystery House. And so began decades of non-stop construction. Workers labored day and night, building extensions, tearing down walls, and creating new rooms. The house grew to include 160 rooms, 47 fireplaces, 10,000 windows, and 2,000 doors. Many of these features seemed to serve no purpose. Staircases led to nowhere. Doors opened to blank walls, and windows looked into other rooms. Why did Sarah build such a bizarre house? Some say she was following the medium's instructions, creating a labyrinth to confuse the spirits and keep them at bay. Others believe she simply enjoyed architecture and let her creativity run wild. But the truth remains unclear. In 1890, Sarah's niece, Marion Marriott, moved into the mansion and became her personal secretary. Marion described Sarah as reclusive yet generous, often supporting local charities and workers. Despite her wealth, Sarah chose to live simply, dressing in black mourning clothes and spending most of her time in the mansion's seance room, where it said she communicated with the spirits guiding her construction. Sarah's obsession with building continued until her death on September 7, 1922, at the age of 83. By then, the house had grown into an architectural maze of oddities, covering 24,000 square feet. Upon her death, Sarah left the house to her niece, who auctioned it off. Today, it stands as a museum and tourist attraction, drawing thousands of visitors each year. But Sarah's death didn't end the mystery. Many believe the Winchester Mystery House is haunted, not just by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, but perhaps even by Sarah herself. Visitors and staff have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing footsteps in empty halls, and feeling an unexplained chill in certain rooms. So, who was Sarah Winchester? Was she a grieving widow consumed by guilt, or a brilliant, misunderstood woman ahead of her time? The Winchester Mystery House stands as a testament to her life, an enigma wrapped in architectural wonder. What do you think? Was Sarah truly trying to escape a curse, or is there a simpler explanation for her mysterious mansion? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing stories.